We're a week out from Chisholm Gravel Roundup. I'm a little bit behind the 8 ball. Just now getting around to verifying the route, weather and life stuff. Thankfully, I have sweet little Ellie. Dog is my co-pilot today. This is our staging area in wonderful downtown St. Joe, Texas. And also, thankfully, my lovely bride gave us permission to use her Jeep today. So that's gonna help us cover some ground. We're not gonna get it all done today. There's some hills out here. It's not flat. This is what they call the North Texas Hill Country, St. Joe to Nocona. We're not doing the monster stuff. Red River Right's coming up in a little bit. That'll catch that. Blue bonnets are starting to pop. Check it out. Spring has sprung, folks. The goal is to get the main loop of the long route verified today. And we're probably going to come back on Tuesday, assuming that works and we don't have to rebuild from scratch. We can only hope that these roads work. Everything that's mapped is stuff I've used and been on before, but quite frankly, it's been a few years and things do change. So hopefully we haven't lost most of our pavement. That would suck. Hopefully there's no bridges out or closed roads. If we can get her to do her business, we're gonna hop in the Jeep and go. That looks like a classic. What's our thing? What's her thing? What's the Ellie Belly thing? You ready to get back in the Jeep? Come on, let's go to the Jeep. That's what we're hoping to do. What you think, Ellie? We gotta be able to knock this out. She's like, let's do it already. We'll take a quick cruise through town here. And this will actually get us close to on 40. Yeah, I thought we'd start in this little gazebo here. This would be where we would stage from. But it looks like we're going to have more people than the square would hold to begin with. And they're going to have more people than to allow room for us. So we're already starting in a kerfluffle and confusion. That's not a good sign. But Ellie's happier now, so that's important. Spring is springing. There's no doubt about it. Flowers are popping. Okay. This actually isn't a bad way to either start or finish. I'm fine with this. Let's go get some real scouting done. What you think, Ellie? Get some real scouting done? So, literally on the edge of town. I mean, we just came out of town. And we start catching beautiful gravel from the get-go. It's not a huge one, but if you can't tell, we are going uphill as well. It will be dusty unless some rain comes down, but if rain comes down, these roads will be fantastic. These are hard-packed rock roads. This has been a little disappointing after leaving Nocona for the long route riders. This used to be a dirt road. It's been paved ever since we got off the farm to market road. It's not horrible, but it's not a gravel grinder at this point. A little bit of pavement going into Nocona was fine because we had a lot of up and down fast gravel getting into Nocona. That was fine. I'm not happy with this. This bridge gives me an idea. There used to be a road to the north that we tried to use for the rat. Actually, I think we did use it for the rat back in the day, but the bridge was out. I may have to check on that. But if I change this up, I may end up changing the rat route too, which is also the USA Trail. Fingers crossed. Yeah, we're going the wrong way. Ride with GPS is telling us that. We know we're going the wrong way. This is the road that the bridge used to be out on. It's a ways down, but I'm not seeing a road closed sign. Fingers crossed. Well, this is it. This is the bridge that used to be out that turned us around back in the rat days. Yes, the bridge is back. Is that the old bridge there? I think it is, actually. So they redid the road even. Yay, more dirt. But I actually, looking at the map, we may even do something else a little different for the historical purposes. Let's just see. I hope you 90 milers are up for some extra mileage. Let's see what happens. What you think, Ellie Belly? You never know what you're gonna come across. That's the Red River up there, I do believe. Let's see what we come across. I don't know that we can go this far. Oh. I knew I should have figured this route out sooner. It's gonna be hard to put all this together. Let's see what happens. So that was a cool little section. It's gonna take us long. I don't know that we can. I don't know. We're gonna have to look at the maps. But it's also got historical context specifically for this event, the Chisholm Gravel Roundup. This is Red River Station Road. Yep, we're still off course. This is why we scout. Oh, look at that. Oh shit. This almost makes it a necessity now. Do you see that? It's an actual Chisholm Trail marker. I had no idea that was here. That's cool. I mean, I don't think this is from the 1800s. That's really cool. Leave a comment if you're signed up for the long route or thinking about signing up for the long route. Are you willing to stretch it over 100 miles, or do you want to stay in the 90-ish mile route? What you think, Ellie? Should we make it long? That's what she said. I think I got distracted by the Easter egg and didn't finish explaining the historical context of this spot. This is Red River Station Road. Red River Station was the river crossing of the Chisholm Trail across the Red River from Texas into Oklahoma. So since this is the Chisholm Gravel Roundup, this might be a fairly critical piece to try to work into the mix, guys. I can't get all the routes. It may only be the long route that's able to get to this. Let's see how the rest of the route goes and see what other changes might be in the mix. I know the USA Trail will incorporate this. I'm almost certain the Rat 1000 will incorporate this as well. That's part of what we're doing with the USA Trail stuff, is we're checking out segments on a regular basis. We're going to do meetups, and that's part of why we're doing this right out of St. Joe. I want to hit what is the Rat route, what's been traditionally the Rat route, now is part of the USA Trail. And these sections where we've lost the gravel and it's gone to pavement, well, let's find some ways to make them more dirt again. We're a little over halfway from what's mapped. Well, we're going to be adding more stuff. I know we're going to be adding more stuff. And it's been pretty good so far. I don't know. We got half of it. Oh, nice. A little bit of rollers action going here. Yeah, we're at the turnaround point. We're heading back east now. We've had every sort of gravel you could imagine so far, but most of it has been really, really good shape. That was another takeaway from this. So a lot of that stuff that we're going to be adding in, one of the reasons we didn't use it in the Rat back in the old days, back in 14, 15, 16, when we first started doing the Rat, A lot of those roads up by the Red River were very, very sandy, and they weren't gravel roads. They were dirt roads that basically turned into sand roads. And everything's been hard rock. Oh, look at this. Oh my. If you got the legs to do the long route, this is what you're going to want to do. Again, today we're figuring out the main loop for the long route. We're going to come back up here on Tuesday and figure out the cutoff points for the shorter routes. Well, again, I'm getting ahead of myself. We got to make sure this works first. Well, we're back to St. Joe. The route worked pretty dang well for the big loop. So we have to come back on Tuesday. So here's kind of how it ended up working with our rigmarole. And we scouted a couple of different little things. And I've got the shorter routes, will bisect it in a couple different spots, is the plan. But hey, Ellie, what do you see over there? What does her see? Pretty girl. What do you think, sweetie? Ellie Belly. What do you think? Do you think we should make the long route riders go even longer and catch all of that Red River Station stuff? Oh, she's on to something. She hears something. What's out there? What's out there? I don't see nothing. All right. Heading back to the office. I'll play with the big map over the weekend and look at the different variations of the big loop and the possible shorter ones and figure out resupply points. There is Nocona. Nocona is definitely resupply, and Montague is resupply for the longer route. I think longer routes. I think the shorter one may miss both. I'll have to look at that. Getting old, my memory sucks. We'll definitely have water tables out there. Routes will be marked. The two shorter routes for certain. I'm thinking the long route will not be marked where it differs from the others. But we're not sure yet. And then I'm looking forward to coming back out here Tuesday and sanding the edges. We have a solid route. That's the main thing. Now let's make it perfect.